Okay, let's get into this. You hear it all the time, right? Women love cats. It sounds so, I don't know, simple?
Mhm.
But we've been looking into this, and the sources we've got suggest it's way more than just a cliche.
Oh, definitely.
It seems like there's this really deep connection, maybe psychological, even historical. So our mission today is to unpack that. Like, what is the real story behind this bond between women and cats based on what we found?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's not just about them being cute or, easy companions. The sources really dig into this unique emotional alignment.
Emotional alignment. Okay, tell me more about that.
Well, a lot of it seems tied to the cat's independence, its autonomy.
Mm.
Think about it, unlike dogs, maybe. Cats don't really perform for affection in the same way.
Right, they kind of make you earn it sometimes,
Yeah.
or they just decide they want attention.
Exactly. And that independent spirit, it actually builds a different kind of trust. It sort of mirrors the self-sufficiency that, well, many women cultivate in their own lives, too.
Okay, so it's less about neediness and more about respect.
Precisely. Respect seems to be a key word here, rather than demand. It's an emotional thing that runs surprisingly deep.
So it goes beyond just liking them. You mentioned that emotional alignment. Did the sources explain how cats pull that off, that mix of being independent but also affectionate?
That's a really good question. And yeah, the sources emphasize this idea of chosen affection.
Chosen.
Yeah, like it's not because you told them to come here or sit. It's on their terms, their volition. And that kind of non-demanding presence, it seems to create a deeper sense of maybe security,
Yeah.
intimacy.
I can see that, especially maybe for women who feel like they're always on or stretched thin elsewhere.
Right. And the research even hints that this quiet give and take can trigger brain pathways similar to, deep human bonds. You get that
Yeah.
secure attachment feeling, but maybe without all the complex baggage that human relationships can sometimes bring.
That really clicks with what the sources were suggesting, this companionship that respects boundaries. I was also really struck by this phrase, feminine energy, that cats supposedly mirror. What exactly do the sources mean by that? It sounds a bit loaded.
Yeah, it can sound that way, but when the sources talk about feminine energy here, they're not really talking about old school gender stereotypes.
Okay.
It's more about a set of qualities, things like um, intuition, grace, a kind of quiet, self-contained strength. Cats just seem to embody that naturally.
How so?
Well, they don't usually bark or make a huge fuss. They
Right.
watch, they sense things, and then they decide how or when to engage. It's this calm, observant, aware energy. And that seems to resonate powerfully with how many women see themselves or, move through the world. It's like a little furry mirror to their own inner vibe.
Interesting. And this isn't just something we've noticed recently, is it? The sources pointed to this being like an age-old thing.
Oh, absolutely. This connection goes way back. We're talking millennia. Yeah. Think ancient Egypt cats weren't just pets, they were revered. Guardians, protectors of the home, linked to goddesses like Bastet. They embodied spiritual protection, feminine power.
Wow.
And that symbolism, it echoes through history, right up to today. They're often shown with powerful female figures, queens, goddesses, even rebels in some stories,
Mm.
seen more as partners in presence, maybe?
Mm.
Not just possessions. Symbols of independence and that quiet authority we talked about.
And we see this playing out even now, right? Like the sources mention some pretty big names. Taylor Swift comes to mind immediately. She's practically the face of the modern cat mom.
Yeah,
Her whole thing with Meredith Olivia and Benjamin, it's more than just, oh, cute cats.
Mhm.
It kind of highlights that non-judgmental presence cats offer, especially maybe for someone living under that intense spotlight.
That's a great example. And it's not only women, of course. Think Freddie Mercury. He was famously devoted to his cats, too. But these examples, especially with women in the public eye, they often really underscore that idea of cats as companions who get personal space, who respect autonomy. It's that relationship built on mutual respect, which seems highly valued.
Okay, so pulling this all together, what we found in this deep dive is that saying women love cats is, oh, it's just scratching the surface, isn't it?
Very much so.
It's not just about having a pet. It's tapping into something much deeper. This multifaceted connection that's about independence, maybe elegance, this unspoken kind of power. It touches on emotional intelligence, mirroring inner energy, offering a unique type of companionship, and it carries all this historical weight, too.
Exactly. It's all woven together. And maybe for you listening right now, here's something to think about. There's this saying, cats don't just sit in your lap, they sit in your soul. Just mull that over. What does that really imply about the depth, the significance of this very unique relationship?